Hi sunshine, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be doing another pick a card reading. So if you're new here, hi, hello, I'm the Sunrise Psychic and I am a psychic medium here on TikTok. So if you'd like to know what's going on for you, then let's get straight into it. So if you've never done a pick a card reading before, all you have to do is pick from either pile 1 or 2 and then skip to your part of the video, which I'll pop the timestamp on top of the card for you. So without further ado, let's get started. Hello group 1, welcome to your reading. So listen, as I'm looking at these cards and channeling the energy here, I'm definitely feeling like there's been like a period of struggle recently, and I very much feel like we've been stabbed in the back by a person or a situation, and that's coming through very strongly. It's almost like there's somebody that made a promise to you and hasn't followed through on it. And one thing that I did notice about this set of cards is that there's 3 black cards and 3 white cards. Now, one thing you should know about this really, really beautiful tarot deck is that there's actually really not that many black cards. I think there's like 6 or 8 of them versus like a whole like 57 card deck, you know? So I don't know, it's just strange how 3 of each came out. So I'm feeling like there's like a divide and there's a separation here. So for some of you, you've kind of split up with a partner. I'm very much feeling that. And, you know, as I was kind of looking at the tarot that I also pulled for you, I feel like we're kind of collecting ourselves together again. It's almost like I don't know, it's like we're rebuilding what we lost almost. And, you know, this has been a huge time of learning of who you are and the standards that you set for yourself. And I feel like you've learned a lot from this situation, though it hasn't been very pleasant. But, you know, I do see there being a promise broken here, and I do see your guides coming in to tell you that it is going to be okay and you are worthy is the main message here. And, you know, this is going to open up a new door of opportunity for you emotionally. I feel like, you know, there's going to be sort of a new adventure that comes out of this. I feel like this was quite a harsh ending of a cycle, but the ending of a cycle nonetheless. And listen, when one door closes, another one opens. And that is definitely what I'm sensing for you guys, because this is where I feel like you're heading. Okay, I very much feel like you're heading in the direction of the 6 of Wands. Now, 5s in tarot often talk about loss, right? So 6s often talk about rebuilding, or as far as I see it as a tarot reader, because everybody reads differently, and it's kind of, you know, there's kind of like a basis, but it's kind of down to personal preference for a lot of tarot readers. And that's very much how I see it. And as you can see, this man is kind of parading through, showing everything that he's got, right? And I very much feel like that's going to be you. Now, I specifically get 6 to 7 months from now. Right as I said that, I noticed that, and 6 plus 1 is 7, so 7 months from now. For a very few of you, it's kind of 7 weeks from now, and you might be thinking, oh my goodness, that's really far away. But the journey that you're going on is going to be very enjoyable. So I don't feel that there's any rush to get to this place, because the journey of rebuilding yourself is going to be quite pleasant for you. And I feel like, you know, it's going to bring a lot in, you know. Very much, I feel like things have kind of been turned upside down. I feel like we felt a lot for somebody. I feel that you guys, you know, really loved someone. You really, you know, poured your heart and your soul into them, showed them, you know, the real you, and it all kind of got thrown away. I'm seeing this kind of being thrown away here. There's a lot of love and a lot of joy from you, but not necessarily the other party. And I'm very much feeling like heartbreak, yeah, being, you know, stabbed in the back almost. But what's funny is this came out in reverse, and when I look at this card, I'm kind of drawn to the karma card here, which is really funny because, you know, I just feel like what's been done to you will happen to this person, and one day soon they're going to understand how it feels. So if I'm talking about a love relationship here that is now no longer exists, then, you know, definitely please understand that this person will come to understand, you know, kind of how this feels. Now, the message of warning card is very much a message of just be careful about the substances that we're consuming, you know, if it's going to affect our health or, you know, our body chemicals or our sleep. You know, just be very careful of that, because sometimes when we're in a situation that we don't necessarily want to be in, it can cause us to want to escape, right? You know, but we don't want to be doing that. So, you know, just be very careful. But I do feel like, you know, there's 2 choices here, but I very much feel like you will be taking the path that is right for you, in the sense of, I do feel that you'll be doing things that actually benefit you. So I'm seeing you start to exercise. The term revenge body comes to mind, if that means anything to you. You know, looking after your health better. Your health is your wealth. And I very much see you doing that. So this is very much a time where your spirit guides are telling you to pour into yourself, leave whatever this is behind, heal from it, learn from it, grow from it, and just make sure that, you know, you don't fill your heart with hatred towards this situation, because this person will understand what they did to you one day. Even if this isn't a love relationship, even if, say, this is a boss, right? This doesn't have to be somebody that's in love, but, you know, they will find out how it feels one day. So just know what goes around comes around. And yeah, I just hope that was a comforting message at this time. Thank you so much. I've been the Sunrise Psychic. Don't forget to give me a like and a follow, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello group 2, hi, hello, how are you? So listen, as I'm looking at this spread, I'm very much getting the feeling that there has been procrastination recently, and I feel like this isn't coming from anyone else. I feel like this is coming from you. Now, for different people, it's different reasons, right? Some people it's anxiety, some people it's a lack of energy. But for some reason, I'm feeling like this stagnancy for the most part for you guys is kind of coming from a place of just not feeling bothered anymore, like almost like we've lost our zest, right? And I very much feel that for you. So, you know, the reason why you lost it is kind of irrelevant in this reading because it's not really coming out. But, you know, we have Sage, be devoted and committed here. The colour green's very important as well. So, you know, it might be helpful to you to wear green. Some of your favourite colours might be green, you know, for some of you guys. But definitely the colour green has great significance to you guys because it's really jumping out at me as I look at that card. You know, another thing as well, I feel like you're being told to move forward because there is an opportunity for you at this time. Now, I don't know whether you just heard that, but something just fell right as I said that. There is an opportunity coming for you right at this time, okay? And Spirit doesn't want you to miss it. Your guides are telling you to take action. And I feel like there's been a lot of advice from people to say to you as of late, you know, why aren't you doing anything about it? Why aren't you taking action? You know, you should do this, you can do this, you can apply for this job, say, or you can go for this, you know, and just trying to motivate you to be a bit more driven. And I feel like it's kind of being ignored on your part a little bit, or at least it has up to now. But listen, there is an opportunity coming in, and this message is to say, don't miss it, take it, and it will present itself to you. I don't necessarily feel, you know, that you're going to have to search far and wide, but I do feel like you'll stumble upon it once you start kind of gaining a little bit more momentum in moving forward. Now, for a lot of you, this is in regards to your career, and I do feel like maybe, you know, we've kind of gone through a bit of a stage where we've not been eating so well, and that's really been affecting our energy levels for a lot of us, right? So, you know, if that resonates with you, just be very careful of that, because I feel like you're actually very sensitive to those sorts of things and what we're putting in our body, so just be aware of that. But this is where we're heading, right? And this is why I put these cards in the middle, because I always arrange my cards very specifically. I very much feel for you guys that this opportunity is going to allow you to rebuild yourself into something totally new. And the money will be very abundant. I mean, look, we have the Nine of Pentacles here. And I mean, look at this guy. He's rebuilding things. You know, he's got the money and the wealth to do it. You know, this guy, he's got enough money and wealth to just enjoy what's around him. And I feel that, you know, this is the kind of money that you can go traveling with. And even this opportunity for a lot of you, I do feel it involves travel, and I feel for a lot of you it's overseas, or this is going to be somewhere that takes you near water. So for somebody really specific, I heard cruise ship. Just saying, okay, it came through, it came up, okay, don't shoot the messenger. But anyway, we're just going to pull a few more cards because I'd quite like some clarity on what this is for some of you. So let's just have a little look. I'm just keeping an eye on the time here because I do not have long. Okay, what's coming through? Oh my goodness, look, it is your time to shine, darling. So, you know, you definitely have to do this, okay? Because I very much feel like you're being pulled between two versions of yourself right now. The kind of one that doesn't really want to do much, and the one that's got, you know, aspirations and goals. So think about where you want to be, because listen, the universe is trying to take you there and it's meeting you halfway. The question is here, are you? Okay, so just bear that in mind. But anyway, that was a really beautiful energy, guys. So yeah, I hope that helped. Anyway, don't forget to give me a like and a follow, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya.